Namaste everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel Roots of Analytics. In this session, we'll see what is aliases and why you are using aliases. So in SQL, we are using aliases to assign one temporary name to a table or a column. So we can assign aliases to a table or to a column. So, and when we are writing one query, we can assign a temporary name to a table or a column and which will remain for that query only. So it is like when we'll make this kind of changes in the query, it is not going to make any changes in our database, and it is not going to make any changes to our table structure. Our original database and table structure will remain same as it is. So the changes which you are doing, that will only reflect on that query we are writing. So for an example, I am selecting more than hundreds of columns from multiple tables when I am extracting data from our from our database. So in that case, like we might have lot of table names which is like bigger in size when it comes to name, and the column names might be not that much readable, and its size is like is big. So in that scenario, we can go with these aliases so that we can select those data from our database, and the query which we are writing, that will be more readable, which will help us to read the query what we have written, and the data which we are getting, that will be more insightful, like the file which we will extract from our database, that will have the clear naming convention as for the client requirement. So we can modify it when we're querying the data. So instead of going with the original name that is being available in our database, as we can go with the column names as for the client requirement. So we can assign the new name at the time of query writing, so that like the data which we are having in our database, that will remain as it is. There will not be any changes to our database. So for that reason only we are using aliases. So aliases like is a temporary name we are assigning to a table name or a column name at, at the writing of a query, and that changes will remain for that query only. It is not going to make any changes to our database. So let's see like how we are using these aliases when we are writing the query. So if you remember, we have created a database called training. We'll go to the training database, and we have created some tables. I will take reference of any table over here from the training database. Table, then I will go to take calendar cells. The table which I was using, same table I will take over here. So I just want to show you what all data I'm having. Select star from analytics, select star from calendar, select star from calendar cell. So if I'll execute this query, I am getting the data of like these many rows. So I just want to select some data from the calendar cells table. So where I just want to assign some new names to those columns. Okay. Let's see by selecting data from this table, where I will assign some new names to the existing columns. So instead of the old name, the file which I am going to extract from the database, in that I want to use the new naming conventions that I have received from our unsold leads, or like from the uh, client itself. So what I can write over here, so select. So I got the requirement. I don't want ID, and instead of ID, it should be new ID. So what I'll do, ID. So whenever we are writing the aliases, a new name when we are assigning to a column, and we are using with as keyword. So I am saying the old name ID as the new name, new ID. So I got a new ID call name here. So full name, what I am using. So here instead of full name, I want to use only name. Okay, you will get your name over here. Then instead of products, I want products. So products. So products. So products as products, and instead of full date, they want date. So full date as date. Similarly, time date as time. Time date as time. And sales remain as it is. Sorry. If I want to take date time, so I will take it as it is, date time. Then I will take sales as it is, sales, then profit and profit. And from where I am selecting it? From calendar sales. Okay. So here what I am saying. So I am going to, so here it is time day. So here what it is saying, like I want to assign some new column names to our existing columns when I am writing the query. So if I'll execute this query, what column names I am getting over here. So you can see over here the ID now became new ID, the full name became name, the products became product, then the full date became date. Time day is now it is time, and the other remaining days I have taken as it is. So you can see date, time, sales, profit. So when you are assigning a new aliases to the old column names, it is reflecting when we are extracting some data from our database. But we have to see like whether our database structure remains as it is or like it changed. So these changes which you are seeing in this in the result, it is only till like only for this query. So but if I'll see in our database, so this is the what is select star from a calendar cells. So if I'll execute this query, you can see the ID is as it is ID, the full name is as it is full name. The changes which we are doing in the names are using aliases, that will only remain for that query. It is not going to make any changes in our database or in our table structure. So similarly, I can instead of calendar sales, I can also use here the new name I can assign to the table, but it is applicable. Mostly we are using it when we are selecting data from multiple tables and we are performing some operations like join or like selecting data from multiple table where we have to take the reference of the table name. For an example, so we have table A and table B. In table A also I have full name, in table B also I have full name. So when I will take only full name over here, then our search engine will get confused and it will think like from where I should take the full name. So we have to specify one column name here by writing table name here by writing a dot like that. If the table name is A, so we can write a dot full name. So it will come to know like we are going to select data from the A table. So in that way, we have to use aliases. So for an example, we have to do this for 100 columns and our column name is not that much readable and the size is like huge, like some 100 character table name is there. So should I use all those things for each and every column? It will not that much readable when we'll read that query. So the perfect thing will be like we are assigning one temporary table name to that particular table. So whenever I want, I can use that temporary table name and I can get the data from when I will extract the data by using those queries. So it will be more readable when we'll write it on our SQL environment. I hope it's clear now. If you have any doubt, put it in the comment box. I'll go through those comments and I'll bring some new videos on the comments. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.